Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. But before I begin, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you can know when my next video uploads. And if you like the video, come down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. And I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. So before I begin, I would like to say anything that I say is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So JoJo meets with his mom at a specialty store in Soho that makes perfume or cologne, potato. Anyway, they meet to talk about how JoJo's going to meet with Tanice's dad. His name is Buck, and his mom feel like, being that he's open to meeting with JoJo, she feels that it's going to go well. JoJo feels like Buck always had an issue with him, and he don't know what the issue is. He says when he meets with Buck, he hope he doesn't get disrespected because he has a short fuse. I don't know. Buck look like he don't play no games. Okay. So anyway, we move on to Egypt and Sam. They going for a cake tasting. So Sam and Egypt talk about their wedding that's coming up. Now, they're already married. They had a small wedding, but they're having another wedding to invite the people that support their marriage or their relationship. To me, it's a waste of money. Is this just a storyline? But this is just me. Like, y'all got a baby coming. Y'all could spend money on y'all baby. Put some money in that bank account and let that money grow. A wedding ain't that important. But anyway, especially if y'all already married. But anyway, this ain't my life. This y'all life. And y'all putting it on TV. So I'm going to talk about it. So they talk about the invite and who they're going to invite. Of course, they inviting TT and Sean and Aunt Bev, which is people that they had issue with previously. That's why they didn't show up to their wedding, the first wedding that they had. Sam has an issue with TT's husband, which is Sean, and says he don't like Sean. Sam feels like Sean plays victim and would call Pepper Tresh to say like Sam did this, Sam did that. Sam feels like Sean needs to come to him if he have an issue with him. And my thing is, if y'all trying to make amends, y'all need to put that to the side and be cordial to each other. If y'all plan on inviting them to the wedding, I'm not understanding. So Lazy Bone is in the studio, putting down a rap. In walks Shakoya. Shakoya says she came in because she heard about what happened and she wanted to come and talk to him and to make sure he was okay. So we find out that Lazy Bone has been keeping himself busy. He hasn't taken time to even grieve the moment of his mom passing away. And I can understand that. I could definitely understand how you just don't want to get in that moment. You don't want to feel. But I think it was big of Shakoya to come and check on him. And it impressed me that he told her, like, all right, it concerns me that about you and your mom. Y'all have to get it together because anything can happen. Lazy Bone lets her know that he feels like her and her mom should meet. And it's something that they really shouldn't even be arguing over. Shakoya feels like her mom wasn't there for her. And she could have been open with her. Lazy was like, he's a Libra. He like everything to be in harmony. And he really don't want to be in the middle. Shakoya's just like, she's still hesitant to meet with her mom. And I mean, after this moment, you really should meet with your mom. Like, get over it. She's grown. JoJo's in the studio listening to his track. His wife Tanice walks in and he turns it off. He said he don't want her to hear it until he's performing it on the stage. JoJo feels privileged that Lazy Bone asked him to be on his 50th anniversary. He feels like getting back on the stage will get him feedback because the last time he did his music, he didn't really get the feedback he wanted. JoJo feels now that he can come at rap with more ease because he has his own businesses. He's making money and rap is not where he has to make his money. It's not like when he first came in and he was hungry. So I understand. He said he gets to write more freely. JoJo said his dad gave him great advice. Well, I'm saying it's great advice. He said, don't chase what everybody else got. Stay in your lane, do you, and let the people chase you. Period, point blank. I agree with that. So they talk about the meeting that JoJo's going to have with Tanice's father. Tanice says she just want a cordial relationship. She want to be able to go to Father's Day with both of them there and not have to choose. She says she feels like JoJo and her father could really get along. And JoJo was like, we could make money together. But we don't know what the issue is with Buck. But I would love to see what it is. So we're going to see when he meet with Tanis's father. So Tretch meets up with Egypt at a wedding venue. The venue is nice. Tretch says it looks like they're on an island. And Egypt says she's trying to get everything together. Tretch's concern is that it's very stressful and that she's pregnant, so she should get people to help her plan this wedding. So she says she wants Tretch to walk her down the aisle. She also wants her brother Tyran to walk her down the aisle, but they don't know if Tyran is going to show up. He wasn't there for the first wedding, so they don't know if he's going to show up for the second wedding. At the end of the day, Tretch is very proud of Egypt and the road she's taken. He just don't like Sam. Shakoya decides to go meet up with her mom after meeting with Lazy Bone. She walks in the house and it's her mom and her two sisters. Yo, I thought it was going to be like some type of intervention, but they was actually there just to help her mom unpack some boxes. So Shakoya's mom, Tiny, wants to know what's bothering Shakoya with the way her life is right now. Shakoya says she felt like she's moving too fast. Again, I feel like stay out of it. Your mom is grown. Support her in whatever she do. So Shakoya says she felt like her mom was moving too fast. She felt like she was trying to fill a void. She don't want to see her mom hurt. And she felt like she was in the middle of her and JoJo Haley. When she wouldn't talk to them, when the mom wouldn't pick up, he would call her and vice versa. So she just don't want to be in the middle and she don't want to see her mom hurt. That part I can understand. But your mother is grown and she's going to make choices and mistakes and just as well as you are. So I understand you wanting to be supportive, but everybody got to live their life. And hopefully they have that support system behind them. So Tiny lets Shakoya know that she respects how she feels, but her approach was a little harsh and disrespectful. Shakoya apologizes if she felt her mother felt that she was being disrespectful. Shakoya lets her mom know that, the situation they had with Lazy Bone, she would be devastated if something happened to her and they ended on bad terms, and she don't even want to go back and forth anymore. She said her mother's life is her life and her choices, and Tiny agrees. They hug it out. They in a good place now. And that's how it should be. So they stuck in between the scene that JoJo and Tanise didn't get the house. Somebody spent $100,000 cash over the asking price. This is how crazy the market has been. That's crazy. $100,000 in cash over the market price? God damn. But anyway, they didn't get it. And Tanise was like, she was a little bummed, but she would have did it because he knows he has to come out here for work. I feel like that's a big expense. Y'all need to get y'all a little rental condo or something. Or maybe a condo. Purchase a condo for now. So Tretch sits down with Tyran, I guess, to talk about him coming to Egypt's wedding. We find out that Tyran has a motorcycle license, and then Tretch starts talking about Sam, and he's not happy with Sam because Sam don't have a job and he got a baby on the way, okay? So Tyran lets him know that, he's been talking to Sam and he's saying positive things about the hustle, but he also told him, like, your words don't mean anything. Your actions got to show it. So Tretch was like, here's what bothered me. Is like, you coming into a family that's well established, we well off, and you feeling like we going to take care of you because she good. And that's not how it's going to go. So Tretch feels like Sam is a good talker. He a good talker, but don't come through. And he ain't happy about that. So Tyran has an issue with coming to this second wedding. He said the first wedding, he said his family is very family oriented and our family don't get down with not inviting family. So he pissed he wasn't at that first wedding. And he probably feel like Sam was the influence behind it. But okay. So Tretch lets him know that Egypt really wants him there and wants him to walk her down the aisle. But Tyran is like, well, if it was that important, why wasn't I at the first one? So Tretch was like, he understands, but he also wants him to think about it. So JoJo meets Buck at a studio session that he's in with, I guess, his brothers or, well, Buck's sons, JoJo's brother-in-laws. Tanise's father gets on the phone with one of his sons and say, should he hug him or slug him? What? That is so ungrown man. So the son says it's all love. Buck says it's not all love when it's so much disrespect. JoJo is asking, what disrespect? The first issue with this conversation is that they're over talking each other. Neither one of them are listening to each other. So that's the beginning of the problems right there. So Buck is still feeling the way that JoJo didn't speak to him at the baby's birthday party. So Buck is also upset that at the wedding he didn't get to walk Tanise down the aisle. But JoJo said that wasn't his decision. That was Tanisha's decision. So Buck's issue is he feel like JoJo had more control over the wedding. He feels that JoJo had control to speak to him, which JoJo could have spoke to him. He had to talk to him at the baby's birthday party, but he could have spoke to him. But obviously there must have been some tension before that, looking at this conversation right now. If Buck ain't say nothing that's the truth, he said, we all need to have this conversation, you, me, and my daughter. And I agree. Like, they all need to sit down and have the conversation. And maybe they'll get more clarity. Or maybe even get a mediator. Shit, because this is getting hot here. Buck in his confessional said that they need to bridge the gap. And they need to learn how to communicate. And I agree for sure. So JoJo says some side stuff about him not being there for the grandson. And that takes Bucks over the edge. And he starts saying how he was there for them when they needed him. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. But that's just my opinion. And he started throwing all kinds of stuff at JoJo, asking him to get out the session. JoJo sitting there like, you know, he the man. But I'm thinking like, JoJo, get your ass up when you get beat up. Anyway, that was the end of the scene. This episode, child. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they could work it out. I don't even know. But that was a mess, child. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know when my next video upload. Love you guys. Peace.